Making My Dream Game. The Wonderful Everyday. Reanimation.
Me, quote, go. Okay.
So that you're typing in your command there, Tom.
Yes, yeah. I have to boot my brain into gear.
Tom's running on MS-DOS.
They're so wonderfully ill-informed.
Hello, welcome to Wonderfully Ill-Informed, the podcast where we convert interesting, funny or informative things from our week into quotes, put them into the randomizer, take our best shot at guessing what they're about and then jump into the discussion. Join us for some rather unpredictable chats on Wonderfully Ill-Informed. I'm Tom.
I'm Ben.
And I am Mark.
Little mousy Mark there. You're very quiet and timid there, Mark.
Sorry, I was just coming in. I was trying not to be like, hello, I'm Mark. After everybody was like, hi, I'm Tom, I'm Ben.
I've got a coffee, yeah. I toyed with the idea, this very dangerous idea of trying to go off script.
Oh.
I was going to go, grab your coffees, grab your drinks. If you're listening to us walking along the street, hello, da-da-da-da. And then I immediately got scared and knew that I'd fuck it up. So I decided not to do that. Yeah, and just stayed perfectly on the script. And there is a moment, if you listen to me read that, where I thought, oh, shall I go off script? And I didn't. And then I had a little wobble. But, yeah.
Oh, I appreciate it. Well, yeah, I'm full volume Mark now. And I have a little question for you. I'm on the fence as to which one to ask you, but I'm going to ask you this one because I've been sitting on this one for ages. Would you rather someone coughed on every meal you ate before you ate it, or people openly sneezed in your face at least once a day?
There's not
that's
Shot to
Neither of those are a good option.
It could be a dry cough. It's not always going to be. It's not like it's spitting on your food.
I would just starve myself, so I never have to deal with that.
Never eat again.
I'd fast, but just permanently. Just drink water.
Okay, what if... because it does feel a bit, to be honest, it's a bit one-sided anyway.
Yeah. Would you rather eat shit or eat shit?
Yeah. What is that? What if we go with... would you rather someone coughed on one meal and you don't know which one it is per day, or one person will openly sneeze in your face once a day?
Just no.
So it's kind of like a oneer and a oneer.
Just no. I hate this question. Let's move on. No.
Okay. No. Right. If you'd rather get back out the ditch that I've dug for myself here, shall I ask you a different question? Would you rather answer one that's not going to make you kind of vomit in your own mouth?
It's 3 questions, Mark.
Okay. Well, let's make this a 4-way, because this is another would you rather. So we'll make this would you rather of the 4 options: the coughing, the sneezing, or would you rather have to always shout your thoughts or loudly sing every word that you would ordinarily speak?
So when you say always shout your thoughts, do you mean that it's kind of like Tourette's, like you don't have control?
Yeah, it would be involuntary.
Yeah, it'd be like, oh fuck, I think I just almost shit myself there after a fart.
So basically just Tourette's then.
yeah, as well, kind of, but like Tourette's is like tics and there's all sorts of other bits to it. This is just having to shout your thoughts.
And what was the other option, sorry?
Or sing everything, loudly sing everything, so your life becomes a musical, or you're Brian Blessed.
I think I'd go for that one.
Yeah.
Because I don't really say very much.
Yeah.
I don't really say very much.
As long as we can make sure that, like, my voice is improved for singing, then we're all good. I just have automatic auto-tune, like that comedian that does shows that are always auto-tuned. Have you seen them?
No.
It's good.
No.
Oh, mate, you guys just don't watch the comedian. Yeah, we're so like...
I have seen.
Yeah, like, the guy like interacts with like...
how are you doing, young lady?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm doing okay.
Yeah, and gets the audience to kind of sing along and stuff.
Oh, it's like jokes. T-Pain auto-tune.
Yeah.
So they can't sing out of tune.
Yeah.
I might actually have seen one of those.
You probably have at least once. So, you were both singing?
Yeah.
I think so.
Sorry, yeah.
Cool.
What are you doing?
I'd probably go with sneeze. No, not sneezing.
It sounds like I'd probably just have permanent germs.
I mean, my dogs sneeze in my face most days, and that's fine.
That wasn't an option, Mark.
But that wasn't an option. I'd probably go with having to sing every word I would ordinarily speak. That was fucking terrible.
Welcome, listeners, and my apologies. What can I say? I am used to a chaotic show, but that was shambolic on a scale hitherto unheard of in podcast history. I am disgusted, disappointed, and frankly appalled. I guess we must see how deep this trench of steaming turds goes. Making a game with blank and also maybe blank potentially.
Making a game.
I don't know how to unpack the second half of that sentence.
No, I feel like, is that a quote? I feel like you would have said that.
It's a very me kind of sentence, to be fair.
Yeah.
It's a bit Yodery, isn't it? Yeah, so making a game with one thing and also something else, possibly.
Is it Unreal Engine 5 and also maybe Unity?
Oh yeah, like brand names. No, it's not. They're not citing brand names.
Is it making a game with Pokemon and also maybe Pokemon potentially? It sounds like my kind of game.
It's an article by Nintendo magazine. Yeah. No, it's nothing to do with Pokemon.
Is this actually about... when it says game, is it like a playground game? Is it a video game? What type of game are we looking for here?
So yeah, it's making a video game with with one thing, certainly one thing, and maybe something else as well.
Right. Well, that leads us nowhere. Like, show us.
Okay, so I'm going to read out the actual. So this is the Instagram bio of a new game that's being developed by, as far as I can tell, one man. And the intro or the bio is making a game with sledging and also maybe frogs potentially.
Okay, we were never going to get that.
No.
I thought it might actually have been guessable.
No, sorry.
So sledding and potentially frogs.
Frogs, yeah.
Okay.
So essentially, this is a fun little game where frogs, and now in fact penguins.
Potentially frogs.
Well, no, definitely frogs now because he's started developing the game. He's kind of, this guy is chronicling the building of his game, and he's kind of asking for people's ideas and kind of just posting quite regular updates. And it's just a cute, calm little game, and it looks really fun and reminds me of like a game we used to play on our Windows 95 PCs back in the Stone Age.
Let's have a little look-see then.
Yeah.
I made this game about sledding. There's not really anything going on with it. It's just a little project I'm working on. There's not really any game aspect yet. It's just going around and sledding with friends, hopefully. I also made ragdolls because they're funny. And proximity chat as well.
The frog's got a little butt.
Well, they of course. Why would it not?
And there could be text chat or, whatever. There could be like a little hub. Let me know what you think should be added to this. I don't really know where to go with this project. I just think it's a fun little game/playground thing. I could see it being pretty fun. So let me know what you think.
For some reason, I think the game is pretty cool. It'd be cool. It's a cool mess around game.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Just to like dick around for a couple of minutes while you're like waiting for the train or waiting for whatever. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
To kill a bit of time. But I think that his pitch is terrible.
I quite like how like he's just throwing it out there, and it kind of feels like quite a community vibe in the comments. I've posted, you can see my little comment there a few days ago when I came across this video. I posted.
Do you want to read
idea.
your comment to us, Mark?
I can't see it from here.
Looks really chill and fun. Maybe build in a way to collect snow and move it, pile it into your own inclines/ramps.
Yeah,
it's a good idea.
So thank you. I thought it was
to
a good
build
idea.
your own little courses. I like that. I wouldn't have as a professional game developer that I am. I wouldn't have a fucking clue how to do that.
Yeah, I feel like there would have to be like, physics that aren't within the game right now in order to do that. I guess some kind of like fluid. Particle physics.
Yeah, it does look interesting.
It looks super chill, doesn't it?
I mean, I follow a ton of like devlogs for games and stuff. I find it really interesting watching people start from nothing and just develop these really interesting games. They normally never come out. Like, I would be surprised if this guy does actually release a full game of this.
I don't know. Like, if you go to that, so that was the first video that he posted. He posted like just one image on the Instagram prior to that.
I mean, it's got 340,000 likes. That's mental.
Yeah, man.
It's because of the frog with a butt.
Yeah,
that's the only reason.
Part of that. Well, so the page itself has 250,000 followers now. I don't know when it joined.
Wow.
It's nice for a change to read some wholesome comments, not like trolls just being like, that guy's a prick, da, 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 whatever.
Yeah. Is that what you normally see when you scroll through the comments?
Some of the suggestions are a ski lodge at the top of the hill where everyone can hang out and drink hot cocoa and sit by a fire. Gay. No, I just got to be the guy that's on there trolling.
Yeah, you'd slide straight into those.
Yeah, and this is another one. Howdy, frogs do not handle the cold well on account of being cold-blooded. With that in mind, give them little sweaters or scarves. Seems like a great idea.
So that is a good idea, because then you can introduce cosmetics. It's like how every game, every indie game especially, has hats that you can put on.
Yeah, little build
the characters.
Well, just wait until you look at the new updates that are there.
Can you show us the latest video?
There
Tom?
might be some sweaters and stuff.
Is that a penguin?
There's penguins now.
I mean, it looks really good.
It looks good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I think that was some of the more wholesome gaming content that has ever made it onto a podcast. Frogs with butts and penguins with scarves. So adorable. I feel like I have whiplash, but okay, Mark. You got me back on side. Crime rings, mysterious murders, crooked cops and zombies.
What do we reckon?
Is it a movie or a game?
It's neither.
Oh, okay. A TV series.
It is a TV series.
Oh, crime rings, mysterious, crooked cops and zombies.
Is it The Walking Dead?
Yeah. So super mainstream.
What about, what's that other one that's got that guy and that girl in it?
The Last of Us?
Yeah, The Last. Mark got it.
Oh, do you actually do me
I got you. That guy and that girl. I got you, bro. Don't you worry.
There's the new series is coming out, isn't it, soon? Or maybe they're filming it or something.
Did you watch the first series?
Yeah, I thought it was great.
Yeah. Had you played the game before?
I've never played the game. No.
Oh, right.
No,
It's like one of the best games, like narrative games ever made. Which is why it translated so well to a TV show.
Yeah, it's
What
super
are you breaking
similar.
up, Tom? I didn't hear what you said.
I went to say joy, but my voice just was tired and just broke, and how I said it sounded like I was really sad. I was like, joy.
Can you isolate the bit where you said
joy?
Joy.
Right, shall I tell you what this is?
Yeah.
This is a TV show called IKEA Heights.
Is it about going to IKEA? Please make it be about going to IKEA.
Is it sponsored by IKEA?
Play the video and it will explain it very well.
Please say this is like a Scandi drama set in an IKEA, sponsored by IKEA.
Why is nobody talking about the fact that an entire TV series was filmed at the IKEA Burbank without the store even noticing? Apparently about 16 years ago, a group of comedians filmed an entire parody soap opera called IKEA Heights at the Burbank IKEA without the store's permission, in the middle of operating hours, with actual customers just shopping around them the entire time. It even starred known actors like Randall Park, Whitney Avalon, Matt Brogner, and Richard Lee. In perfect melodrama fashion, IKEA Heights has crime rings, mysterious murders, crooked cops.
I lost track of who I am and why I'm a good cop.
Marriage affairs.
Okay, come on. I mean, what do you even see in this guy?
James, don't be jealous.
Well, maybe you really don't know me, Candace.
Long lost brothers and zombies.
You guys gotta stop filming. I'm sorry.
The writing and performances are genuinely hilarious and extremely well written, but what really had me dying were the episodes where you can literally see them getting shut down by IKEA staff in the middle of filming, yet they just keep it all in.
You guys get permission to shoot here. We do actually do a lot of shoots, but we definitely have to have permission before we can do anything.
Well, what do we do about this treasure?
Whitney Avalon, who plays Randall Park's cheating wife in the show, mentioned that the first 2 episodes, literally no one stopped them. Not a single customer or employee. But as the filming went on, IKEA became more and more aware of what they were doing, so they'd spend days rehearsing every scene so they could be in and out with minimal takes. IKEA did make a statement acknowledging the show, saying of course they found it hilarious, but they had just wished they asked them for permission before shooting. But in my opinion, that would have taken all the fun and charm out of it. Honestly, you really just have to watch it for yourself. So if you're interested, it's available for free on YouTube and even better quality on Vimeo. Either way, it's the best thing I've ever stumbled upon in a while.
Crazies are always out, Officer Mitchell. This is goddamn IKEA Heights.
Amazing.
I won't be watching it, but that's pretty cool.
It's just an interesting idea, something that wouldn't necessarily happen anymore, but it kind of makes sense to do something like that because there are basically just these sets of like inside of a house
like a bedroom,
within IKEA.
Yeah.
So you need a bedroom scene, you've got a bedroom.
Yeah.
I've not watched it, so I don't know, but I don't know if they actually just fully acknowledge that they are in an IKEA or whether they are trying to make it seem like they are just in their house. Do you know what I mean?
Well, like a bit like Superstore style. Have you seen that show?
No.
All right, mate, it's a good show. It's funny.
Yeah,
it's like,
I need to check it out.
Reminds me of like Community, just light-hearted. You don't have to really think, and you can just watch different episodes and not really have to follow it, really.
Okay. I'll give it a little look.
I recommended it to Joe, and he quite liked it, and he's binged it. He's actually seen the last season, similar to Blooming Community. The last season was on some random ass fucking like network.
Oh, like Yahoo TV.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like Yahoo Internet TV. I think is where Community went to when it got kicked off
the
of everything
heroes
else.
that actually let series be finished.
Yeah. Although Community confirmed, movie's coming. 6 seasons and a movie, motherfucker. Yeah. It's actually happening.
I'd see it because that was such a thing. I did assume at some point they'll do a movie. I didn't know that they'd confirmed there was a movie. How much have they said about it?
I listened to a podcast with the guys from Scrubs. What are their 2 names?
Zach and Donald.
Yeah. Their show where John McHale went on, and he confirmed that they've been paid, they've got the money for it from Peacock TV, who I think own the rights to Community at this stage, or they're funding it, and they're just trying to line up schedules, and they were gonna record last summer, like summer 2024, but he got like multiple TV jobs that he ended up doing and like screwed up all the plans. So that's Jeff.
Chevy Chase is pretty old now, though, right?
Oh, he's not coming back. Definitely not.
Yeah, he's also like incredibly problematic. Like they all had a big issue with him. Oh, is he dead?
Yeah. Well, Pierce is dead.
Oh, Pierce is dead.
Yeah,
I thought you meant Chevy Chase was.
Pierce has been dead for like 3 series, I think. He was a hologram.
He was in all of the series still, wasn't he?
No, I don't think he was in the last series, but he was sacked.
Okay.
They wouldn't work
because
together
he was
anymore.
Like a bit of a douchebag.
Well, him and Joel McHale, bearing in mind there's a massive age gap between them, they literally fought multiple times. They had physical fights multiple times. So it's on the way. 6 seasons of the movie. It's just a matter of time.
Oh, cool.
And what another wonderfully uplifting segment. Thank you, Ben. You showed us all that, with plenty of teamwork, humans can achieve anything in an IKEA. That is apart from the people who will never succeed in picking the furniture that they wish to purchase from the IKEA, and those who fail to build the furniture that they decided to purchase from the IKEA. Can we just help the living first?
What do you think that might mean?
Is someone trying to help ghosts?
It's not ghosts.
As this is from you, Tom, I'm assuming this is more light-hearted than it sounds, because you don't normally come with like
I don't know. I bring quite
grim stuff.
Oh, not necessarily grim, but I bring crazy stuff that usually gets proved to be wrong.
So someone has bringing people back from the dead.
Not too far off.
It must be.
It's to do with reanimating a human brain, which is crazy. Basically, they've done it with pigs, and they've managed to like reanimate and do whatever they've done, and it kind of was reanimating and doing its thing for like 4 hours. And they did a human trial, but the weird like thing about it is they're like pretty sure that there's no sign of consciousness when they did it on the pigs and when they've done it on the human, but on the human one. But just to kind of be ethical and really, really make sure I think they've like sedated this brain before they've done it on the off chance that, do you know what I mean? That there is consciousness there, and it's like
it's a sleepy brain that's dreaming rather than a brain that's like laying there in a dish being like, am I alive? What's going on? I can't see anything. I can't feel my legs or my hands or anything.
Just looks like Krang from fucking Turtles.
Yeah. Researchers at Yale who 5 years ago were able to more or less reanimate a pig's brain that had been separated from its body and kept at room temperature for more than 4 hours. Now they're able to do the same thing with human brains.
Yeah.
And the key to this operation is a sort of device that's somewhat similar to a dialysis machine, which essentially sort of processes your blood for you, cleans the waste products, puts it back in. This is sort of similar, except it's a kind of cocktail that preserves different kinds of brain tissue and functions and things like that, and it protects against the bad effects of bringing reoxygenated blood back into an organ that hasn't had oxygen for a while. Much of the damage that occurs to your body and your brain when you've been deprived of oxygen isn't because of the deprivation itself, but because of the reintroduction of oxygen. So this reperfusion technology is meant to kind of forestall and mitigate the damage that's caused by that.
Yeah.
I think what's really, really, really important to note in the case of the pigs and in the case of the human brains that are being brought back to some level of activity is that there is no evidence that there's any kind of consciousness at all. There's no electrical activity.
They're sedating them, aren't they, as well, though?
That's one of the interesting things.
That's to make sure, in case there would be any glimmers of consciousness,
exactly,
that the person or the pig wouldn't be aware of it.
Yeah, which would be a horrible thing.
Oh, it is.
What would your experience of the world be if you were only a brain?
How would you even be aware that you're back if you are just a brain?
Well,
you can't see, you can't hear, you have no senses.
Yeah, but you have
but
thoughts.
You could argue like that your senses are your brain. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like everything is technically not real. It's just your brain fabricating it in a weird way.
It's
not fabricating it. That's the wrong choice of words. But do you know what I mean? Like your brain is pretty much doing everything.
Yeah. You're making me feel hyper aware that I am in my own head at the moment.
It reminds me of have you seen in Men in Black when they kill that alien and then the head opens up and there's this tiny little dude just controlling this little spaceship inside the guy's head.
Alien.
Like that's basically like what it is.
Or it's like being John Malkovich.
I see. I've not seen that movie.
You
but I
should
just
watch
know
it.
that there's lots of John Malkoviches.
There are lots of John Malkoviches. It's very weird. I'd like to hear your honest opinion of it. I think you should watch Being John Malkovich and then give us a review of Being John Malkovich.
No. But it is interesting. I guess that study that they're doing, I don't know, will it lead to things of kind of keeping us alive longer and stuff like that? Like,
yeah, like I'm not sure what the positive practical use of this is really.
Yeah.
No, but if they know how to do that with organs, there's a potential to extend life. Say you had something happened to you and they needed time and then the time wasn't there. If you did kind of pass, like are able to then this isn't the fact they're not able to do this now, but do you know what I mean? There's a possibility in the future that they might know and understand how to keep your organs in that kind of frozen state and actually be able to bring it back.
Yeah, it feels like a Black Mirror thing. Like I can imagine the person who comes back isn't the same person that died.
Well, you don't. I know. I kind of get what you're saying, but then there's people that have literally died for like a minute and then come back and stuff like that, and they'll have these experiences, but they're still pretty much the same people. And I think it will get into that stage when you're that kind of iffy question when your kind of body's literally giving up on you and you're just like a bag of bones doing nothing.
Yeah.
Hi. Hello, that's me.
It's not an idea to keep going on that. But if you're, I don't know, I feel like, if you're, I don't know, there's like a freak accident and something's happened and you're able to say, I don't know, I see it as a good
Again,
thing.
like I say, I think it's great. Like it's tragic when people die before their time. Mm-hmm. And I totally understand why people would want to bring, nobody wants to say goodbye to anyone.
Yeah.
But I just struggle with the concept a little bit, and I do kind of get what that. I don't know whose comment that was on the wheel today in the randomizer today, but like, yeah, I kind of do. I get with that idea a little bit. Like, surely there are better things that these amazing minds that are focused on this current thing could be doing that might be I guess, better.
Is that not surely referring to like, you don't just want to just grab random dead people that have just been like dead for like hundreds of years and try and bring them back?
No, God, no.
Technically, you'd be like, if there was someone living and then wasn't all of a sudden living, and you fixed the problem, you'd still be kind of helping the living, even though they weren't the living anymore. I don't know. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, there definitely would be a limit on what they could do. You wouldn't be able to just go and dig up
like Tutankhamun.
Or someone from 1,000 years ago. They will have been fully decomposed. Like, it would theoretically be possible if they had preserved the body.
Yeah, it's only possible from the last point that they actually froze or whatever they do.
Yeah, however they preserve a brain.
Yeah. I mean, it's all. I think it's all little things like that. They're just. I mean, it's just, I guess, for discovery, isn't it? Trying to find out more. They say that we don't use much of our brain, right? I'm sure they might find out.
Oh no,
we can fly soon.
I think that's no. I think even that concept is just based on the fact that we only, like, the statistic that we only use a small portion of our brain at a time, but we actually use all of our brain. It's just it's just different parts being used at different points in time, and you don't use 100% of your brain 100% or at any point of the time.
Let's ask Google.
I seem to remember, because I definitely have heard that we only use, it was like, I'm pretty sure that was in the movie Lucy. I don't know if you guys remember that.
I have seen Lucy, yeah.
You're right. It says, yes, humans use 100% of their brain. The idea that people use 10% of their brain is a myth.
Thank you.
There you go. Didn't know that.
Wonderfully informed, Mark.
Well done, Mark.
Today. I didn't guess any of you guys shit, but God damn it, this time I got a fact.
Wow, aren't the sweaty pink flesh bags you call the human race amazing? This really has been one of the most upbeat episodes of Wonderfully Ill-Informed ever. Apart from Mark's terrible, vile question at the start, damn it, man, why? Listeners, let us hope that our customary game is as lighthearted and fun and not back to the trench of shit.
Game time. Ben's got a couple of options to bring to the table.
Do you want me to have a look and see what I've got? Have you got any? Either of you got anything?
Only bring options that have been Mike approved.
Oh, I've not run anything by Mike for ages. I do have one I mentioned in the last episode or the episode before. Has Ben seen it? Which we could do if you want to.
Yes. I want to play that.
Sounds like a fun game.
Let's play.
Yeah.
So Mark had given me some suggestions on how we could do this, and I did quite like the idea. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a film, and essentially you need to just say whether you think I have watched it or not. Mark's idea was you two could each ask me one question each to try and obtain... Obviously, you can use your knowledge of me and whether you think I will have watched the film.
Of course.
But you can ask one question about the film or my experience of watching it to try and ascertain whether... more information as to whether you think I've
similar
seen
to that. What's that comedian game show where Would I Lie to You? Kind of like that.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I think this is good. Right. Okay. What's the first movie? Pick one you've seen first.
I like the way you were trying to. Ben's face
I don't know which one to pick.
Like he was then looking.
I know.
Okay, I'll find one.
Yeah.
All right. Let's start out with the simple one.
Okay.
Star Wars: A New Hope.
Okay. Can you explain what happens in Star Wars: A New Hope, Ben?
Well, this is the problem. Even if I've seen a film, doesn't mean I remember what happens.
Any of the plot points.
I feel like I know the answer to this already. I feel like you haven't seen the Star Wars films because you only have watched the Family Guy parodies of them.
That was going to be my answer as well.
That would have been correct maybe 10 years ago. But I did watch A New Hope to be like, what's all the fuss about? I'll just watch them. It's the same with why I watched Lord of the Rings. Basically, I was just peer pressured by you guys into doing it. So I have seen this, but I will remember it more because of Blue Harvest and Something Dark Side, all of those. The Family
Can I just
Guy
say, when Holly listened to the episode, whenever it was, and found out that you hadn't seen Hook, Ben, she did go, "Oh, Ben."
I'm sorry, Holly.
Well, I know that my wife has also texted Ben privately and been like, "Oh, Ben, haven't you seen?" I think was it Legally Blonde that she told you off not for seeing, or was it something else recently as well?
Yeah, it was. Yeah. I don't know why I wouldn't have seen Hook, to be honest. It just wouldn't have been something that came up in my childhood.
Yeah,
but there you go. I don't know. I can't remember. I think you got that wrong. So
yeah, we got that wrong,
guys.
Yeah, you have now seen that. Damn it.
Okay.
I didn't ask a question. This time it's my question.
Okay.
Well, here's something topical. Being John Malkovich. Do you think I've seen that?
Yes.
I definitely. Yeah, I know you've seen it. I think I've seen it with you.
I have seen Being John Malkovich.
Yeah. You literally said that you had earlier in the episode.
I implied that I knew the general gist of the film.
True.
But it doesn't.
Isn't
that doesn't
there a
mean
bit
I've
where
seen
he
it.
like climbs through a small door?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's all I've seen of it.
Yeah, that's what takes him into being John Malkovich.
Yeah. That's how you enter John Malkovich.
I just don't like his acting. He just annoys me.
What, John Cusack or John Malkovich?
No, John Malkovich.
Okay. Yeah, he's very bombastic.
Hang on, you've lost me. Even though I've seen this film, is John Cusack in it?
Yeah, John Cusack is the one that goes and bees John Malkovich.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
See, this is a perfect example as to why this game is utter bullshit, because even if I've seen the film, I don't remember it.
I mean, we could always do the reverse. We could always go and find a classic film that we like and be like,
well, that was what I was going to suggest. I think once we've done a few of the ones I prepared, I think you guys should then each give me one and we'll do the same thing. So it can be something you think I should have seen, but we'll do that. We'll do that at the end. Okay, what about Silence of the Lambs?
Oh.
Remember, you can ask me questions.
Who would you say the lead actor was in that, Ben?
Anthony Hopkins.
Yeah, I feel like you've only watched this because there was a gathering of friends or something, like a sleepover or something like that, like when we were younger, and we'd all watch. I feel like that's the only time.
The only
you would
film
have
I
seen
remember watching in a scenario like that was Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh, okay.
Right, have you got a question, Mark?
Yeah, well, I was going to say, I know that Ben does like horror films.
This is true.
So he certainly is not beyond belief that you would have seen Silence of the Lambs. And also, it might have been something that... Why do I think that was in school as well?
What do you mean in school?
I feel like on one of the classroom walls there was a Silence of the Lambs poster, which might have encouraged you to watch it back in the day, or you might have watched it for like studies. I can't imagine what it would have been. But
no, that doesn't seem like something I would have done.
I also can't imagine a school of like 15, 16-year-olds would have encouraged an 18-plus movie.
I don't know. We did multiple series of watching fucking CSI for science. So
true. We also did watch We watched American Psycho in our English lesson.
There we go. So yeah, so I think I would say yes.
You reckon I have seen it, Tom?
Yeah. I feel like you have seen it.
Nope.
Fuck you.
I don't believe I've ever seen Silence of the Lambs. The only thing I am aware of it is him sitting in the jail cell and the woman, whoever she is. It's a good job you asked, like, a main character, because I was like, well, I know Anthony Hopkins is in it, but I can't remember who the woman is. Well, to stick into the theme of things you've mentioned, do you think that I have seen American Psycho?
Oh.
What version? The like old school, like, is it Hitchcock one? Or the more modern one?
No, you're thinking of Psycho.
Yeah.
Psycho.
Yeah.
What did you say then?
American Psycho.
Oh, is that the one with Christian Bale?
Yeah, the one you literally mentioned about a minute ago.
Oh, I meant the other one.
Oh, you meant Psycho. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we can do Psycho as well if you want. That is also on the list that I've prepared.
Well, I would say that you have seen it because you were in my English class.
Was I?
Yeah.
Okay.
I sat next to you, Ben. You fucking idiot.
I don't remember anything.
Yeah, I used to fall asleep, and you used to get paranoid that I was just literally like that, like falling asleep, and you'd be like,
okay. I don't remember very much from school.
Yeah. Anyway,
you are correct, Tom. I have seen Psycho, but I have seen it in more recent years. I do not remember watching it in school. What about American Psycho? Mark, do you think I've seen that?
Again, I know you like horrors, but I feel like it's not really classic horrors that you're a massive fan of, so I'm going to say no.
This is one that I went back recently and watched.
No.
Dang.
For the
It's a good
purpose
movie, isn't it?
of things that I missed that were like...
Did you enjoy it?
I think so.
I mean, it's hard to enjoy it.
What is the point in going
se.
back and watching it? It's like, because you just forget it anyway.
Yeah, but at least then I have... the problem with a lot of these things is because they're so... Like Forrest Gump, when I watched that, I knew so much about the film, but I also didn't really know very much about the film. But
Yeah.
you kind of have an idea of how a lot of these old films go, but if you haven't seen it, you don't necessarily understand the context.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't really like new films anymore.
Right.
I've got to the point
To be
where
fair,
it just...
I kind of agree with that. A lot of
It just feels like everything's been done before. And it's obviously just because we've got to a certain age, like that. Like, our parents will see films we watched growing up and be like, well, that's obviously just a fucking rip-off of this film that I watched when I was a kid.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I've got to that point now where I'm just like, there's nothing original anymore. Everything is just, I know exactly what's going to happen because it's happened before. So I went back and started watching some of the old films that I hadn't seen.
Yeah.
Okay, I might have the memory of a goldfish, but I will have at least remembered it for the time of watching it. This week, for some reason, I've been on a like disaster movie kick, and I watched 2012, and I've just started watching The Day After Tomorrow.
Ah, okay.
Which
good choices.
Beginning of the film, same fucking film.
Oh yeah.
There's no difference apart from one of them blows up and the other one gets cold. That is the difference between the start of those films.
Yeah, and Day After Tomorrow is a better movie than 2012.
No spoilers. Haven't finished it yet.
No, I'm just telling you, it's a better movie. It'll be a better time. You have a better time.
A classic one that I like that's quite old is it Journey to the Centre of the Earth?
With Brendan Fraser.
Oh, yeah, that was a classic.
It's like, I remember just the first scene where there's like pigeons falling out of the sky, and then they get like, they try and get this like little capsule thing, don't they, like to go into the centre of the earth, and then they come across all kinds of crazy things.
Yeah, there's like dinosaurs and stuff in it, isn't there?
There's like big, from what I remember, there's like, like big, oh, actually, wait a minute, you might be thinking of something different from what I'm thinking of.
Is it the one with Brendan Fraser?
No.
Has it got Jackie Chan in? Oh, is that Journey Round the Earth?
That's Around the World in 80 Days.
Yeah.
No, see, okay, so I've got my name of the film wrong.
Okay.
Was it Psycho?
No.
The Journey to the Centre of the Flat Earth.
Yeah, that's what it was. No,
I've started having Flat Earth like videos sent to me now.
Amazing.
And I'm not sure why. Maybe it's because I mocked them in last week's episode.
Yeah, they know. The algorithm knows you've said the word in front of your phone.
Oh, it was called The Core.
Ooh, okay. The Core.
That sounds like a more serious, gritty, like mid-2000s version of Journey to the Centre.
Do you want to watch the trailer for The Core?
Yeah, fuck yeah. I'm down.
Okay.
Every 700,000 years, the world is devastated by an event of catastrophic proportions. As of today, we are 100,000 years overdue.
The core of the Earth has stopped spinning. The spinning core protects us from cosmic radiation. Without it, radiation will create superstorms. Microwaves will literally cook our planet. So, how do we fix it? We can't. What if we could?
How do we fix it? You can't. But what if we do?
You take a check. Can't wait to go to the center of the Earth, detonate 1,000 megatons of nuclear weapons, and we are the
excellent plan.
shockwaves in history.
The plan is to go to the centre.
Blowing up the core of the Earth.
Yeah. That's the plan.
How is that going to work?
I've got a great plan.
That's why the world falls apart in 2012.
Here's a good plan. Nuclear fucking centre of the Earth with multiple nuclear bombs.
I am so up for watching that.
I think I'd rather watch Journey to the Centre of the Earth. Right, should we do one more?
Yeah.
Fight Club.
Oh, God.
I don't know. I don't even know if I've seen Fight Club.
Oh, fucking hell, guys.
Hang on, you're lumping it in here like I haven't seen it.
Well, I can only imagine.
You don't know if I've seen it yet.
Yeah, that's true. I've got a question to ask you. What famous, very famous singer is in that movie?
Meatloaf.
Okay.
He has boobs.
He does.
I think his name's Bob, isn't it?
I mean, I don't remember that much information. I think it might
Ben's
be,
seen it. He knows the characters.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to say the Ben's seen Fight Club, yeah.
I have not seen Fight Club.
Oh.
What I have seen is a show called Worst Games Ever, and they played the video game, and that's why I know Meatloaf's in it and he has boobs.
For fuck's sake. I felt like that was bulletproof.
Right, do you guys have one that you want to throw at me, or are we good with that?
The Titanic.
Do you think I've seen Titanic?
Everyone's seen Titanic.
Well, yeah, but we've said that about several films.
I say yes, Ben has seen it.
Mark?
I say no, Ben has not seen it.
I did watch Titanic when I was younger.
Damn it.
But I also did watch it very recently.
There we go.
Just couldn't get enough.
And it's actually...
With a box of tissues.
It is a good film.
I think it's a good film. Yeah.
So he could mop himself up.
Fucking long.
After the sketch scene.
Yeah, you got tired. Yeah, you got tired. That's why it's long.
I'm tired. I only made it halfway through because I was too sore.
Yeah.
Hey, I mean, it did probably actually take me about 3 or 4 days to watch it.
Because you came so hard.
Yeah, no, it's about 3 hours long, that film, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, I think it is. I think there was a time where it was the longest of movies. I could be factually
What is the longest?
incorrect.
I swear there's a movie. I swear I've been to the movies before, and it's been such a long movie that there's been an interlude.
That might have been for Infinity War and Endgame?
I want to say that was like Avatar or something.
Maybe.
Logistics is the longest movie ever made, with a runtime of 857 hours, or 35 days and 17 hours.
That's ridiculous.
It's a slow-motion documentary that follows the journey of...
Are we watching it now?
I was trying to read the word.
The journey of.
It follows the journey of a pedometer from its manufacturing in China to its sale in Stockholm.
What the fuck?
Do you want to watch that?
No.
835 and a half full days, almost 36 full days.
And it's called Logistics.
Watching a pedometer be made.
How about now?
We hope you enjoyed the episode. If you have any thoughts or corrections, or you just want to get in touch or send us an opening question, we'd really appreciate those. Just reach out to us on our Instagram. That's Wonderfully IllInformed. That's all one word. Or you can scroll down and make Ben read it out via leaving a comment on Spotify.
Yeah, please do send us opening questions, because otherwise we have to keep... Like, the hope was that we would have someone send in more questions. But instead we get, would you rather be sneezed on or be sneezed on?
Can I make a request? I'm not able to send in opening questions because I'm not going to. But can I make a request?
I thought there was a big reveal then. I thought you were going to say, because I am Flash Gordon. Can I make a request that the next week's one, Mark, is not a Would You Rather?
Of course. You can request that. You can send it to me on WhatsApp and I'll think about it.
Let's just post a question on the Spotify.
But yeah, fire us a question on Spotify or anywhere, and we'd appreciate it. I might ask Brandon to do it, because next week, Brandon Rubel's returning to the podcast, motherfuckers.
Pending internet connectivity issues.
It might be a bit stuttery, but we're going to give it a goddamn go.
Yeah. Ben, is there any Spotify comments?
We had no comments, no. Nothing this time.
Don't forget to subscribe, rate or leave a review on whatever podcast platform you're listening on. It will help us grow and ensure that more wonderfully ill-informed individuals like yourself can discover our show.
I have potential terrible news. Logistics is in Swedish. So we won't understand what's going on, and I don't know if I could pay attention to subtitles for 36 days.
Yeah, Ben can't read.
And let's now prove that. You can find links to everything we've talked about this week's episode in the show notes. Thank you for listening. See you next week, when maybe some of us have learnt how to read. Goodbye.
Probably not, though. But yeah,
no,
I mean, probably
not.
Yes, you will see us next week, but probably not. We won't learn to read.
We won't
anyway.
practice. So,
I thought I'd clarify that, just in case you think there's not going to be an episode. There is definitely going to be another episode. But anyway, moving on. Bye.
Bye.
They're so wonderfully ill-informed.